Shaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to read unit number 6, Behlul, from Oxford Modern English Book 5. So here is words to know. Console, to be or provide a source of comfort to somebody who is distressed. Pantry, a small closed space connected to the kitchen in which food may be stored. Tucked into, ate hungrily. Morning coffee is always served to me on the veranda overlooking the estate. It is a joy to look out every morning and watch the sunshine gradually spread across the slopes, and to sip my own coffee served to me by Behlul. Behlul has been with the family a long time now, and life would not be the same without him. He came to work for the family when I was a teenager. He does not get excited about anything. He is always calm. He seldom smiles or shows his feelings, and he is a wonderful cook. Let me tell you about the only occasion when I was angry at him. Late one afternoon, the area councillor and his wife called to see me. They made no sign of wanting to leave, but sat and talked as the dusk turned into night. I thought I had better offer them some supper, but I doubted whether we had anything suitable in the pantry. I excused myself and went into the kitchen. "Behlul," I said, "what do we have for supper?" "Leftover food from lunch, madam," he replied, and then explained further, "Tomorrow is the market day. No food in the house today, madam." "What are we going to give the guests?" I asked. Behlul stared at me blankly. In the pantry cupboard, I found an old tin without a label. "What is this, Behlul?" I asked. "No label, madam." "I don't know," came the brief reply. "Open it and see. We shall have it for supper, but give some to the chickens first. If they are all right, then we shall know the food has not gone bad." Behlul nodded and went about his business. "Remember to tell me immediately if anything happens to the chickens," I said, and returned to entertain my guests. The councillor and his wife were looking out over the plantation. "Nice crop of beans this year," said the councillor. "I hope so," I remarked. "Times have been a little hard." We talked about this and that, and then Behlul appeared and summoned us for supper. "Do try me for a little supper," I said to my guests. "Goodness gracious," claimed the councillor. "Is that the time? I'm sorry. We just go." "Not at all," I said. "Please have something to eat before you go." They followed me into the dining room, and we sat around the table. Behlul served the meal and then hovered about, listening to the conversation. "Have you fed the chickens, Behlul?" I asked before we started eating. "Yes, madam," he replied, and then hurried out of the room. "He's gone to see if the chickens are still alive," I thought to myself, and tucked into the food. We were having a pleasant chat after our meal when Behlul burst into the room. "Madam, madam, the chickens!" wailed Behlul. "What's the matter? What about the chickens?" I said with some alarm. I looked at the empty plates and stood up, glancing nervously at my guests. "They are dead, madam," cried the cook, wringing his hands. "Dead? What? All of them?" I asked. "All of them dead, madam," sobbed Behlul and hurried out of the room. I turned to my guests. I'm afraid we have a problem, I explained. The cook fed some of our food to the chickens and they have all died. I shall have to call for the doctor. I don't know how to put this politely, but may I ask you to please go to the bathroom and be sick? Be sick? Asked the shocked visitors. Yes, I am terribly sorry, I said. Please get rid of the food. I don't want you to suffer from food poisoning. Never had they received such a request, and never had I given such an advice in all my years. You can imagine the scene well enough. The house became a shambles over the next half an hour. The consular and his wife looked very green. I was feeling no better. In my head, the room spun round and round. Exhausted, we collapsed into comfortable chairs in the sitting room. We sat wrapped in blankets by the fire, looking into the flames and trying not to think about what had happened. I rose and went to check on Baloo. The poor man had looked so upset. I found Baloo sitting on the back doorstep, his head in his hands, gently rocking to and fro and whimpering softly. Never mind, Baloo, I said, trying to console him. It's not your fault. It couldn't be helped. I'm sure our visitors will be all right. Baloo looked up at me with tear-filled eyes. I supposed we had better collect up the chickens now, I suggested. Behlul gave me a blank look. The chickens, Behlul, I explained, they should not be left lying around. Where are they? Chickens, madam, asked Behlul. How can we find the chickens? Well, where did they die? I asked. They must be in the backyard somewhere. No, madam, said Behlul. The chickens are not here. I told you they are dead. Yes, Behlul, I said with some irritation. But where are they? I don't know, said Behlul. The fox killed them and took them away somewhere. Did they not die of food poisoning? I asked. No, madam, said Behlul. A fox killed them. I took a deep breath. I was too weak to attack the man. I turned and walked steadily into the house. I had some explaining to do and an apology to make.